So Mark, finished the season with a cup win, but didn't have it all our own way tonight. What were your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously going 2-0 down, was poor from us really, from our own mistakes, and we've got to learn from that. And I think we're going to have a look at, next season. We've got to sort of refine some of our play at times. At times we're guilty of playing too many short passes. And we need to look at that. But 2 mistakes really, but fair play to Kidlington, going 2-0 up. And to be fair to our lads, we showed great character to come back and lead 3-2 at half time. A couple of decent goals, and then obviously I think their keeper sort of made a bit of a mistake for the third one. But first 2 goals decent from us. And I was pleased with the boys for at least showing some character and coming back in the game. I think the key thing from tonight is we have to learn when to play and when not to, and we got to mix our game up at times as well. We perhaps guilty a little bit too often of overplaying and making poor decisions in the wrong areas. And whilst we want to be a footballing side, we've also got to understand that at times we need to get the ball forward quicker. We need to turn the opposition defences, and we maybe need to play off the second balls at times and get it in the opposition's half. And whilst, as I say, I'll always encourage the boys to play, but perhaps we've got to give clear instruction next season of, listen, we do not play in that area. And although it might not be the most beautiful game and all that type of stuff, we've got to be effective, and we can't be affording to giving teams goals like we have done tonight. So that's the sort of thing we've got to look at. But second half, to be fair, I thought we could have scored 5-6 goals. We really were on top, and then in the last blooming 10 minutes we sort of make it difficult for ourselves again, and I think we just wanted to provide the crowd with a bit of entertainment, to be honest. It certainly looked like that. 8 goals, and at least the people that come along tonight have seen plenty of goals, and we managed to get the job done in the end. But I must admit, when we went 2-0 down, I thought it was going to be an extremely long evening for us, but we kept going and the boys showed good attitude.
As you've already alluded to, you must have been delighted with how the team did come back after being 2-0 down and looking out the game, and then all of a sudden a quick goal turned the game on its head, really.
No, they did, and credit to our lads, because we had several players missing tonight. The lads that have played for us tonight, we're here being professional, making sure that we're trying to do it properly. We were missing obviously Lee Henderson and Godfrey Poku through illness. We couldn't play Frankie Masunda, whose loan's finished. Connor Stevens got injured on Saturday. Obviously Adoka and Jack Tutt and people like that who might have come in and been involved today are all cup tied. So we really were down to the bare bones tonight, with obviously 2 young academy players on the bench that haven't really had much experience, this year in the Nomads, let alone in the first team. So, we were down to the bare bones, and obviously had to play Mo Fofana at centre half because we literally had Joe as a centre half, and that was it. And Mo, I think, did much better second half. I think, first half he would admit, he perhaps wasn't quite at the races, but pleased for the lads. It's good for the club to win a trophy. I think it's 15 years since we lifted the Oxfordshire Senior Cup, so when you get to a cup final, you want to win it, and that's the main thing. And we've won the trophy, and it's quite a nice way for us to finish off the season.
Yeah, and obviously last game of the season today. Got a long summer ahead. You hoping to get your any deals done soonish?
Yeah, I think we've certainly got to. We've basically got a presentation night on Friday, and I'm going to meet with all of the players individually next week, and see what we can do, and make some offers, and maybe we might have to lose 1 or 2. But no, it's I'm going to meet with all the players next week, so hopefully we can now start to shape our squad for next season. And that's what we've got to do, as a manager. It doesn't stop. I'm sure I'll be getting plenty of phone calls from agents and players, that are becoming available. And the next sort of 2 or 3 weeks is still quite a busy period for me personally. But I must admit, I'm looking forward to a little bit of a break as well now. It's been a long, hard season. At times the pressure's been on. We've been sort of down, towards a relegation, and perhaps hasn't quite gone how we would have liked it at times. And then we've come good again, and we've perhaps let ourselves. So it's been a topsy-turvy season, a long season. I think everybody needs to recharge their batteries now. You do need a break. The players need a break. I think we played 50-odd games this season, and I'm sure we're looking forward to recharging the batteries. we'll look now to try and get the squad right for pre-season. We might not have everybody in that we want pre-season. You know, we might have to be patient. We might have to look to nick a couple of loan players again, like we've done this year. But you know, my job, you know, the club's jobs with Justin's support is to try and put a competitive squad together next year and try and keep progressing and try and keep moving forward. You know, and I just want to say thank you to everybody again. You know, Justin, Paul worked so hard to keep the club going. The rest of the committee, you guys, all of the supporters, you know, been great support. I think it's been an interesting season. Plenty of highs, some lows. You know, at times if I had any hair on the touchline, I'd be pulling it out. But that's the way we've been a little bit this year. But memorable season, I think, for the club. We've got to perhaps look at how we can improve. Perhaps, you know, be a little bit more pragmatic with our game at times, rather than trying to play wonderful football at every opportunity. Because we've got to make sure we're a threat. We've got to hurt teams. We've got to score goals. We've got to be tighter and meaner at the other end. So that's what we've got to try and do. Keep improving. But again, once again, thanks to everybody for coming and supporting us tonight. And at least we've managed to win a bit of silverware.
Brilliant. Thanks, Mark, and enjoy your summer break.
Thank you very much. Cheers. All right.